Commissioner Simpson was the fourth, so.
For 174 Oklahoma, to let her know she didn't have to come to the meeting, so she's okay.
Which one was that?
The one that was administratively approved.
Oh, was it the review?
Yeah.
Oh, the fence. That's right, okay.
Good afternoon, Commissioner Simpson.
Good evening. Sorry.
It's not
Cody's not here.
Cody's not here.
Oh,
Listen.
joy.
this time.
Hi.
It's late.
Yeah, I apologize to everybody.
That's okay. I understand.
Do we have a quorum?
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm the guy.
You are the guy.
Are you going to help me, Miss First Lady?
You bet.
Okay. I'd like to call the meeting of the Historic District Commission to order. A little bit late. Again, I apologize. Can we take attendance?
Commissioner Drzdowski,
Present.
Commissioner Newman will not be here today. Commissioner Reed will not be here today. Commissioner Sally,
Here.
Commissioner Simpson,
Here.
and Commissioner Davis. Here. That's it.
So 4 is a quorum, I guess. huh?
Yep.
Any additions or deletions to the agenda?
No additions or deletions.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes of October 10, 2022?
I move for the approval of the October 10, 2022 minutes.
I'll second that.
Take a vote.
Just one quick item on the minutes. If the motion could be to include that the two motions that were mentioned in the minutes read, I believe, so the two motions, if you look at the two action items, the minutes read motion made by, and then it has the person who made the motion and then the second. I just recommend that you just amend both of those just to state that a motion to approve was made by, just so that that's stated in the minutes. So,
I didn't quite understand that.
so
Just says a motion was made. It
Yeah.
doesn't say it was approved or denied or anything.
So-
So we need to amend it.
So if you look at the two action items where the motions were made, the minutes simply state motion made by, and then it states the person who made the motion and seconded. It just doesn't state that it was a motion to approve. So I just recommend that you just add that as an amendment to both those motions.
So you're saying we should make a motion to approve the minutes to be amended that all motions were approved?
Yeah, that the motions that were stated in the minutes were motions to approve. Yeah, so we'll just add that wording then to the
Okay.
minutes. So.
How about this? I amend my motion so that it is a motion to approve the minutes of the October 10, 2022 meeting so that they, with the incorporation of the approval of the action items as granted during the course of the meeting.
I think that's sufficient.
Any support?
Okay, I'll support it.
Okay. And
Shall we vote?
I think we should vote.
All right. Commissioner Drzdowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Sally,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis.
Yes.
Is there a way to avoid that in the future?
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right. Any correspondence?
No correspondence.
Any old business?
No old business.
Well, why don't we go on to new business? Anything from staff on new business?
Do you want me to read the petition?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I'll read it, and then
Okay.
tell me if you got something to say about it. First new business is H 1622 at 66 Wilkes Street, a petition from the city of Battle Creek to demolish the property located at 66 Wilkes Street, Battle Creek, Michigan 49037, parcel number 8810-000550, legally described as Walters Ad S, 2/3 of Lot 48. Is there anything from staff on that?
Yep, so what you're seeing before you today is an application from the city for the demolition of the building, the single-family structure at 66 Wilkes Street. This building has been in the city's dangerous building program for about the last 6 years. There's a series of correspondence that were included in your packet that just helps detail some of the violations and the issues that the building had had. Now, a number of these issues were present prior to a 2019 structure fire, but that fire in 2019 really kind of destroyed the rear part of the building, started peeling away the shingles on the roofing, the siding. It's allowed water to run into the building now. In the opinion of building department staff, the building at this point is beyond salvageable. The application again today is before you because in order for a notice to proceed to be approved, the commission themselves has to approve that. You'll see along with your packet, it's not attached to your packet, it wasn't included, but I did include a notice from May 24th of 2021 that was to the owner of the property from the building department notifying the owner that the notice to demolition had been issued. And so that's why we're sitting here today. So the city at this point is prepared to demolish the building. The item requires approval of the Historic District Commission prior to that demolition. And so that is the item that you've got before you. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them.
You say the city is demolishing this
The city is, yep.
at our dime?
I believe a lien is placed on the property for payment of all costs associated with any abatement.
To the owner? You're saying you're putting a lien on the property?
The city has placed a lien, yes, on the property for any abatement work.
To which gets paid at some point either by sale or?
It would, I believe, through either the sale, all right, Marcel, I don't know if you can help with what that process typically looks like, collection of those fees, but
That is the intent of having the lien placed on there, as some of us are familiar with. Whether that lien is fully satisfied or not in the future depends upon what the property owner does. This particular property owner is a resident of Portage and has no other parcels under his individual name in the city of Battle Creek. And as I recall, has been somewhat absent for a number of years regarding this particular parcel.
I assume that property owner is not here?
He is not.
So we've assessed the property owner monthly penalties for having vacant and abandoned property. We've not been able to collect that money either?
I couldn't give you an answer where that stands at the moment. And I know this, an hour ago, I looked at it and I just saw there's a new enforcement action for junk and trash, so.
If the sale of that property doesn't take care of the costs of that, or do we have any further?
So the city does have the option to pursue property owners through a circuit court action under nuisance, the public nuisance, one of the public nuisance statutes. Go through the legal process to then get a judgment and then execute upon the judgment against any assets that owner has in the state of Michigan.
Okay. And there were no insurance proceeds after the fire to take care of any of this?
Not on this one. I don't think he even had insurance, as I recall.
Interesting.
I'm pulling up BSNA, so I can hopefully give you a better answer on that.
Any other questions from the board? All right, so,
I guess clarity. So putting the lien on the property just means that the owner cannot sell the vacant property. Is that after the house has been demolished? Is that what unless he comes to the city and, I guess I just want to understand exactly what the lien means.
I believe it means that the owner can sell it, but the proceeds from the sale would have to cover the cost of the lien that was placed prior to
Okay.
to the owner recouping any.
That would pay the city's cost for having to demolish it and all this stuff?
Yep.
Got it, okay.
In simplified form, yes.
Yes, okay.
It tends to get a little bit more complicated, but that's a good way to
That's
summarize.
good, I can understand that.
if there are no further questions, do I hear a motion of approval for the petition of the city of Battle Creek to demolish the property located at 66 Wilkes Street, Battle Creek?
I move to approve the petition to demolish the property located at 66 Wilkes Street.
I'll second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded. Can we have a vote?
All right. Commissioner Drostowski?
Yes.
Commissioner Sally?
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Approved.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is the 2023 proposed historic district calendar. Do you guys want to, does the staff have anything to say about the calendar?
Yep, so this is your typical calendar, second Monday of each month. You'll notice in November and December of next year, similar to what we have this year, those dates get adjusted for the holidays. Other than that, nothing unusual on there, so.
Any questions about the calendar? Do we have a motion to approve the 2023 proposed historic district calendar?
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting schedule for year 2023.
Support?
Okay. How about a vote?
All right. Commissioner Drostowski?
Yes.
Commissioner Sally?
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson?
Yes.
And Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
All right. That's approved.
All right, that brings us to comments by the public. Would the public have any comments?
You got anything to say, sweetheart? Oh, okay.
Okay, that being said, I don't see any more comments, and we're not on Zoom or anything, are we? Okay. Nope. All right, any comments from the commission members and staff? I have a comment. The other day, I traveled down Michigan Avenue in front of Comerica, and across the street, I was kind of thrown back at the building there with the pretty loud paint job. I don't know if any of you have seen it. It's purple, orange, yellow. It's the old Perlman's Jewelers building. It has eye-catching paint job, and in normal situations, I would say that's eye-catching. But it also happens to be in the historic district. So I called Ted Deering, and I said, "Hey, Ted, have you seen the paint job on Michigan Avenue?" And he said, "No, I haven't, but I'll go take a look." I said, "Well, you won't miss it." And I said, "That's the same building we had to approve the signage on." And then a couple days later, I called him back and I said, "Does the Historic District Commission have anything to say about a paint job in the Historic District?" And he said, "No, we don't." Which, he said that the building isn't really, it doesn't have any historic significance on the front. I don't know, it just seems like we do some oversight of the Historic District itself. And by the way, he said some people love it and some people hate it. But apparently we don't have a say in paint. Is that true?
That is my understanding, yeah, is that the historic districts do not regulate paint or paint colors on homes or businesses. I can only assume what the reasoning was, that that's not included as an item that comes for approval before you, but I'm just, like I said, just assuming that that it was thought that perhaps when you paint something, that there's nothing damaging to a resource, or nothing that's permanently altering, or certainly nothing that couldn't be altered or brought back. It's simply a paint job. That's what I would guess. But that is also my understanding, is that there is no approval process for paint within the historic district.
I find that interesting. Anyway, I'm not saying that I hate it. I'm certainly, my opinion of it is initially I don't feel great about it, but I'm trying to be open-minded, and if I'm going to open a coffee shop, I would do it right across the street from that, because that would wake you up every morning, for sure. I suggest you all take a look at it. And I don't know what kind of discussion we can have in the future, because now I'm thinking all kinds of wild things could happen with color, which may be good, may be bad, I don't know, but we're not Miami.
And we can take a look at if there's other historic districts or district commissions around the state that do regulate paint or paint colors. I'm not sure if there are off the top of my head, but we can take a look for sure and bring what we find back to you. And if nothing else, we can put it on an agenda for discussion to get it started. So.
I've seen it, and you're right, it's very loud.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you can't miss it. I was taken aback when I first saw it, but it kind of grows on you, I guess.
I'm gonna
But
try
I
some.
would think, but I would think in a historic district that does not make the historic district look historic anymore with that paint on it. Now, that's just my opinion,
I'm with you.
okay? It's not a bad paint job, you'll get used to it, and like he said, coffee shop, if I opened up my business down there, yeah, I'd probably put it right next door. But no, for a historic district, I do not think it's appropriate.
I'm going to try to love it. But there's really nothing historic about that paint job, that's for sure. Anyway, that's my only comment. Any other comments?
No comments from staff?
Okay. Well then, how does everybody feel about adjournment?
Amen.
All right, call the meeting adjourned.